La progre la acusó de crítica, y Rale Against, la atleta que fue vencida por el trans nadador que te refresco la memoria es él, no se aguantó semejante ironía y le dijo: la progre ardió de ira y lo verás en este video. Durante un debate en el Congreso de los Estados Unidos, se iba a empezar a debatir en cuanto a los hombres que se autoperciben como mujeres que participan en deportes femeninos. Se dio un tiempo a la progre que ves en pantalla, a fin de dar palabras de apertura y ya te imaginarás qué cosas dijo. Mira el video completo y mira las épicas palabras de una diputada que no se ve en pantalla pero que le puso el dedo en la llaga a la progre.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's disappointing to me that although the title of this hearing implies a much-needed discussion, we're likely going to be forced to listen, because actually protecting female athletes in Title IX is important. Participating in sports provides so many benefits to our young people. Those benefits range from improved mental and physical health to enriched life skills, such as teamwork and goal setting. In terms of mental health, studies show that participating in youth sports is associated with lower rates of anxiety and depression, lower amounts of stress, higher self-esteem and confidence, and reduced risk. So why are my Republican colleagues working so hard to prevent our youth from participating? According to the Human Rights Campaign, in just the first 143 days of 2023, elected officials across the nation introduced more than 520 bills in state legislatures. 23 states banned youth from participating in school sports consistent with their gender identity, with some laws focusing on kids as young as kindergarten. How competitive is kindergarten? You all are working so hard at excluding and a bunch of kids. I think it's important that we raise the voices of athletes, their families, and teammates. I'd like to read a few of their stories written in the first person. The first from a professional track athlete, model, and advocate. I was a former D2 national champion in the 400-meter hurdles, and I am now a professional athlete training to make it on the Team USA and represent them in the following Olympics to come. Sports have given me a plethora of things, but mainly sports have given me strength, taught me how to overcome fear and stand up when defeated. Sports have given me collaborative skills that was developed throughout the years of being an athlete and having teammates. Sports taught me how to stay focused and committed, along with the necessary skills that sports has taught me and giving me clarity and freedom. Women and girls, their people, are not a threat. We don't play sports to cheat. We deserve the rights as any other women because that's what we are. There are rules and regulation that define our ability to compete. The narrative that builds on myself and in the community is negative and dehumanizing. It feels as though people don't want us to exist. And in order to change the narrative, because we do exist, and we're not going to stop existing, we need to stop these bills. They are dehumanizing and kids are instead. I believe the government should step up and support people on all levels to show that we are seen and have rights and are people just like everybody else. From Ember, a female high school softball player. When I was younger, I played co-ed baseball. I loved it. When the teams became single, I no longer fit in. I was teased and ostracized, though the most difficult part was not feeling like myself, so I quit. I came out as in 7th grade and wanted to play softball, but my state requires girls to take for a year before they can play a sport. So I waited for 3 years. During that time, I became self-conscious, uncomfortable with my body, and lost all of my confidence. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I was finally approved to play on a girls' team in the spring of my sophomore year of high school. Playing on a girls' team has been an incredible experience for me. I have made so many friends and improved so much despite starting so late. My teammates treat me just like everyone else on the team. So do my coaches. My team is part of my family. We are all so different. In
April of 2023, the Department of Education proposed a rule that, if adopted, would reverse this presumption. Under the proposed rule, women's sports aren't just for women. They're for anyone who simply says they are a woman, unless a particular school can demonstrate to the satisfaction of the Department of Education that keeping a particular team female meets important educational objectives. The new rule mandates that every school in the country must demonstrate the unfairness of male participation on each specific women's team that they offer and develop rules that minimize harm to identified athletes. But what about the harm to us? Who is working to minimize the harm done to female athletes? Let me be perfectly clear. A school that knowingly allows a male athlete to take a spot on a women's team or allows a male athlete to take the field in a women's game is denying a female student athletic opportunity. And it violates Title IX, regardless of what the new regulations might say. It is my sincere hope that members of this committee will take action to stop the Biden administration's illegal and administrative rewrite of Title IX. Of course, there is a place for everyone, regardless of race or what sports you play. There's a place for everyone to play sports in this country. But unsafe, unfair, and discriminatory practices towards women must stop. Inclusion cannot be prioritized over safety and fairness. And Ranking Member Lee, if my testimony makes me sick, then I believe your opening monologue makes you a Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gaines. I now recognize Ms. Perry for her opening statements.
Good afternoon, Chairman McLean, Ranking Member Lee, and distinguished members of the subcommittee. My name is Sarah Parshall Perry. I am a senior legal fellow at the Heritage Foundation. As a former varsity athlete, the mother of a girls varsity athlete, and former senior counsel for civil rights at the Department of Education, I have, as the saying goes,
Madam Chair, excuse me, I move to have the gentlewoman's words taken down.
The committee will suspend.
Madam Chair, she's engaging in personalities.
Can I just ask how it's fair to be
There's a
Thing.
I would say men disguising themselves as women are engaging in personalities.
order. Hang on. Order. Let's get a ruling. The chair.
Okay, I move to withdraw the point of order.
Thank you, Ms. Lee.
Yo creo que si la progre fue quien empezó a poner títulos de ese tipo a las personas, en este caso a Gans, ¿por qué se incomodó cuando hicieron lo mismo con ella? Si hizo eso, se presupone que tal vez cabe siquiera la más remota posibilidad de que ella era una persona que no se ofende por títulos como ese. Me hace recordar a las personas que les gusta hacer bromas de otras personas, pero que se ofenden cuando hacen una broma de su persona. ¿Te has topado con personas así? Por si no lo sabías, cuando hacen referencia al título 9 hace referencia a la enmienda de educación de 1972 en Estados Unidos, la cual es una ley federal en los Estados Unidos que prohíbe la discriminación por motivos de sexo en programas educativos y actividades que reciben asistencia financiera federal. El título 9 se aplica a instituciones educativas, desde escuelas secundarias hasta universidades, y busca garantizar la igualdad de oportunidades y trato para todos los estudiantes, independientemente de su género. La ley aborda cuestiones como el acoso sexual, la equidad en el deporte y la prevención de la discriminación basada en el género en la educación. Según entendí, la administración de Biden, el hombre por excelencia, quiere modificarla y deduzco que desea añadir de manera conveniente la palabra autoidentificación y aprovecharse de la palabra género, dado que, según los progres, género es algo con lo que tú te autoidentificas y no es sinónimo de género. Por ejemplo, ellos argumentan que la discriminación basada en la identidad de género está prohibida por el título 9, lo que respaldaría la participación de personas transgénero en deportes de acuerdo con su identidad de género. Otros sostienen que la participación basada en la identidad de género podría plantear cuestiones de equidad y justicia deportiva, especialmente en deportes donde las diferencias físicas pueden influir en el rendimiento. Para mí, seguirá siendo así, es decir, el género es sinónimo de sexo. ¿Y tú qué opinas? Déjamelo saber en los comentarios. Si el video te gustó, dale like, comenta el video y compártelo. Gracias, hasta luego.